Come on, boys, you're lagging.
It's this bloody amp.
Lieutenant.
Aye, sir.
The Commodore fears a revolt is nigh. His orders are to sink every goddamn pirate ship now anchored in that harbor, tonight.
It's the governor's wishes, sir.
This is a direct order, soldier. You will take position on the grounded galleon and await the Commodore's further orders. Is that clear?
Aye, sir.
The conniving bastard. Someone ought to slit the Commodore's throat before he gets a chance to bark those orders.
You think so?
We're dead in the water otherwise.
All right, I'll kill him.
Your brains are baked. I won't take no part in killing the Commodore. Not one of the King's men.
We can't risk our good fortune. I'll be waiting for you.
Sir, we have information for the Commodore, an urgent matter.
Carry on.
Looks to sour blood between them two, Rogers and Chamberlain. What's the issue?
Commodore don't think much of civilians, right? There's a rumor going around that Rogers is some kind of Jacobite, or worse, that he's a Catholic.
Oh, I could think of worse.
Gather those two men there. You lads, follow and lay aboard. The Commodore has a job for you.
Aye, sir.
I heard the Commodore ranting and raving about Woods Rogers, calling him a heathen and whatnot. What's happened to set them two off?
Hush, man. You don't want the company's ire brought down on you. It's a mysterious soul.
Well, I'm much more afraid of the Commodore, in truth. He's a serious chap. No sense of humor.
The governor's given us a pardon, Commodore. Don't a man's word mean anything in these times?
Has syphilis clouded your mind? Why scratch and claw to protect such squalor? Your parasites feeding off the industry of honest men.
Much like King George in that respect.
Know your place, peasant! You may have taken my life, but you have not improved your own by any measure.
Does some purpose keep you talking?
If not for that heathen, Governor Rogers, I'd have seen you hanged from your own cross-trees. Worm. All of you.
Stay near the fire ship, Captain. Keep it afloat.
Reef the topsails and gallant!
Brits are onto us. Look there. Need supporters!
Fire! Hit up there, sir! That'll wipe them out!
the bowline to head!
On your mark, command! Toast the royals and top!
Hold down and clew up!
Fire! Look at him! Put a shot right through there! Fire! Take a shot! Right there, sir! We're making the head of the flare! Fire!
She's vulnerable there, Captain!
Sail! Get off the squall!
Careful,
Who's
Captain!
mainsail?
Careful, Captain! She fires many volleys!
Fire! Hit him there, sir! That'll wipe him out!
On the bowline to head!
Let out some sail! As much sail as you can!
They got help incoming, Captain!
More sail there!
Take the shots up!
Ready to fire, sir! Get the main free!
Crowd it all on, lads!
Goes the gallants and royals!
Loose topsails, gallants and royals!
Incoming fire! Douse all but me!
All clear! Crowd it on!
Fire! Ease off the wind! Swim us off the wind! Fire!
Guys, Captain Hodges is vulnerable there, Captain!
Ready to fire!
Reloading!
Awaiting orders. Look, Captain, a well-placed shot there.
Fire! Ready to fire, sir! Give me some speed!
Stay near the fire ship, Captain. Keep it afloat.
Fire!
Let's all explode. Take the shots up.
The fire ship's about to blow. Steer clear, Captain.
Hold down and clew up!
Hold down and clew up. Furl those men.
Hostile warship closing.
We got through. Get clear of the fleet now and we're home free.
Fire!
No pressure, eh, kid? Yeah, fucking Africa. We ain't out of it.
Down to the drink! Down to the drink!
Shock and crippler.
Surely. A mighty mess there.
Burn, you bastards! The burning of your ass, governor!
Prancing about like they took a prize.
disappointment you are, Thatch. His mind's made up to stay, he says. To sod him. And hang all of you lot that follow this sorry bastard into obscurity.
The man's a prick. I know you're come to call me home, Kenway. Your faith in me is kind. And with Nassau done in, I feel I'm finished.
I'm not of the same mind, mate. But I won't begrudge you the state of yours.
You still looking for that sage fellow?
Aye.
Taking a prize a month back, I heard a man named Roberts was working a slave ship called the Princess. Might want to see about it.
The princess. Cheers, Thatch.
Oh, don't sit there like a barrel of wet fish. We're celebrating my retirement! Uncork this man's breakfast!
Uncork my breakfast.
Save us a few bottles, eh?
Oh, there's health. Oh, I done it.
Come with me. Your choice.
Hello? Thatch. Lieutenant. You out here?
What? Stay here. Shoot anything that moves.
There was a deserter among them who recalled my face. I sliced into his gullet before any word left his lips.
Anybody see you?
Don't think so, sir. But Don't think so, sir. But I reckon Kenway suspects something. He don't miss much.
Tell me about the beat.
A fair gathering, sir. Most too drunk to stand.
That will suit our purpose. Tell me about Edward and Teach.
Careful, over. I didn't see him.
Tell me about Edward and Teach. What sort of man is he?
It's Thatch, sir. At least that's what he calls himself. But he's a mad bugger, he is. Cracked glass teapot, sir.
Details now. Stop talking in gibberish.
Well, sir, he likes his drink, for instance. Only he makes him queer. Takes the usual rum pellet and fills it with half a weight of gunpowder to top it off.
Did I hear you were right? He drinks gunpowder?
Aye, sir. Just for show. And only last week, he rounded up a score of his crew and bade us sit in the hold of his ship while he burnt off sulfur and other sickening minerals. We just sat there like it was one of a million pits of hell and nothing less ordinary.
Good God! What the hell for?
Like to test his crew is all. Tease out their fitness and what. Of course, it always turned out he was the fittest of the lot. Thought for a moment I'd die there. Bloody savages.
Quickly, send the signal. And remember always, this day.
What the devil?
Face, I do not sleep. Oh my god. They're running against the box, bro.
Today we send the king's finest to their graves!
This ship's taller than mine. I can't use the swivel.
I'll cleave your lengthwise, maggots! How you be doing, Edward, my lad? I'll not fall here today, bastards! Come at me! Can you fight free, lad? Can you make it clear? Here's the path to perdition!
Fuckers.
In a world without gold, we might have been heroes!
Devil curse me. Where's the jackdaw?
What of Thatch, sir? Did he fall? Captain?
He drinks damnation.
So Thatcher's been topped. Fuck's sake.
He was outnumbered. I couldn't reach him.
Devil damn the man he was faced, but his heart was divided.
It's hard to let go of the life you know best.
My own idiot father liked to brag about we meant to purchase a ship of his own. And it's a privateering contract, Charlie. Your old dad will be a captain. Drowned in a whiskey bottle before he ever left shore. Right, Kenway. I've been musing on this plan of yours. This observatory you're always going on about. How do we know it exists?
We find a slave ship called the Princess. Aboard should be a man called Roberts. He can lead us to it.
Well, them slavers work for the Royal African Company. Find one of their ships and start asking some questions.
Mains out, let's go!
What's our course, Captain?
We're looking for slave ships. Any that work for the Royal African Company.
You don't mean to traffic human cargo now, do you?
No, Jesus, Addy. You know me better than that. We're only after information. Looking to find where the Princess docks in her spare time.
The Princess. A slave ship.
Right. Blackbeard told me there's a good chance we'd find the Sage aboard her.
Captain, Vane's just sunk a merchant schooner.
Damn! Can't that animal stay the course we agreed to?
Don't sink that slaver ship, Kenway. There's hundreds of innocent men aboard.
I know.
Fire! This boat's captain! The slaver ship is running!
Damn fool! I'll get us in close. Fire! Fire! Give the orders, sir! Fire! Open up! Fire! Fire!
Damn that Captain Vane! He's unloading everything he has.
He'll sink it if he's not careful. We'll get closer.
Fire! 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 Reload! Won't miss next time. Ready to spin, sir! Fire!
Stay aboard, boys! Fast as you are! All clear, pull away!
Clews down! Handsome wind!
Chase those bastards down, Kenway. I'll murder the men who
Keep calm, mate. Remember what we're after.
If we time it right, we can use our force to our advantage.
We're going over. Find the captain.
Come at me, Roysters. You scurvy maggot brain.
Guns and steel answer louder than sticks and spittle, Vane.
I've more than enough of all that.
Just find the captain.
captain claims the princess sails out of Kingston every few months.
Right. We'll set a course.
You made ash of my sails and rigging, jackanapes. You owe me a share.
Damn it, Vane!
Oh, Charles, what a surly devil you are.
Don't fuck with me, Jack.
Oh, but it's my mandate to fuck with you, Charles. Lads! See, the boys and I had a bit of counsel while you were wasting time with this lot. And, well, they figured I'd be a fitter captain than you reckless dogs.
I'll cut you another cunt, Tracer!
This one I figure I might sell for a tenner down in Kingston, but with you two grog blossoms, I can't take any chances.
You regret this day, Rackham.
I regret most of them already. Tie them up! Cast them off.
Now I'm gonna be stranded.
I'll gut you, Jack Rackham! I'll open you up, I'll tear out your organs, and string a bloody loop with them!
Stop your goddamn howling, Vane! There's no bloody use!
Well, well, the fearsome Edward Kenway speaks, eh? Pray tell us, Captain, how to quit this predicament. And tell us what genius you have for sailing a boat with no sails and no rudder.
Shut your gob!
Keep still now. I'll take these oysters you've ordered.
You mad sap. This island's crawling with food if only you'd care to look for it.
Yeah, I am looking, Louse. Found some just here. Don't come following now. Do you hear me? Don't come looking for me.
Wretched fool.
To the king and a lasting peace. The fracture and the wealth increase. Come, let us drink it while we have breath. For there's no drinking after death. And he that will his health deny, down among the dead men, down among the dead men, down. Go dance with the fishermen and the dories, Kenway! This island's mine! Come at me, and I'll cap you, bastard! It was your bloody imagination that landed us here, Kenway! I'll be damned if I let that mind make one more decision for me!
Will you not talk to me, Vane? Are you fixed on this madness?
Madness? Nothing mad about a man fighting to survive, is there?
I mean you no harm, you corker. Now let's work this out. Vane! Face me, man!
I said not to follow!
Jesus, you've lost your head, man!
It's a fair exchange for finding these flintlocks and grenados.
Listen, Vane, we can hunt with those guns.
And I mean to! No escaping me! I'll blow you to hell! You can't hide, Kenway! your bloody fairy stories got us into this mess, Kenway. And I'll be damned if I let you drag me into another.
You keep this up, and I'll have to kill you, Vane!
Bloody try, by all means. I see you coming, sir. I see you plain and clear. It's either you or me who's leaving this island alive, Welcher. Because I'm not going to sail again in a world cursed by your ugly mug. I'll flush you out. Not dead yet! Here! Bloody rats will be all that's left of you, Kenway! Blow off some limbs!
You goddamn fucking knave, Vane!
Nancy boy, you only done half a fucking job.
Fucking hell. Is this my reward for believing the best about men? For thinking that a bilge rat like you could muster up some fucking sense once in a while? Maybe Hornigold was right. Maybe the world does need men of ambition to stop the likes of you from mucking it all up.
Or maybe you just don't have the stones to live with no regrets.
Don't save me a spot in hell, Shanker. I ain't coming soon. What news, Ade?
This Barjon works for the Royal African Company. Tell him what you told me.
I haven't seen the princess for 8 weeks or more, meaning she may soon be back.
What else?
I thought this buck belonged to the other men who was asking about the princess this morning. So I told him that...
What other men?
Haughty sailor in plain rags, and a gent with a scar just here.
Where have they got to?
Staying just round the corner, they said.
I grow tired of chasing these fantasies of yours, Edward. As does the crew.
Hang in there, man. We're getting close.
Have you alerted the men? We're short on time.
Aye. There'll be 2 soldiers waiting for us at the crossroads.
Very good.
If you don't mind me asking, sir, what's the meaning behind the blood sample?
Torres tells me that blood is required for the observatory to properly function.
How do you mean, sir?
If one wishes to use the observatory to, say, spy on King George, then one would require a drop of the King's blood to do so. In other words, a small sample of blood gives us access to a man's everyday life.
Does Torres mean to spy on me, then? For I've just given him a sample of my blood.
As have I, Captain Hornigold, as will all Templars. It is a measure of insurance.
And trust, I reckon.
Yes, but fear not. Torres has shipped our samples to a Templar safe house in Rio de Janeiro. We will not be the observatory's first subjects, I assure you.
Aye, sir.
I suppose it's a small price to pay for what the Templars have given us in return.
Precisely.
Governor, when you hunted pirates in Madagascar, what methods worked best?
I believe it was my charisma that persuaded them. Violence and threats should always be a last resort. In Madagascar, I offered those pirates a choice. Take a pardon and return to England penniless but free men, or be hanged by the neck until dead.
Just as you did in Nassau.
Precisely. A pity Commodore Chamberlain did not live to see my thorough success.
It's not like you to gloat, Rogers.
We all deserve a moment, don't we?
And what measures are you taking to recover the princess from these pirates?
Captain Hornigold has dispatched some of his best men to ensure the sage's capture.
What of the sage's present location?
Africa, Your Excellency.
Africa? By God. Rules do not favor them.
I concur, Grandmaster. I should have sailed there myself. One of my slave galleys would be more than capable of making a swift journey.
Slave galley? Captain, I asked you to invest yourself in seeking solution.
I failed to see the difference between enslaving some men and others. Our aim is to steer the entire course of civilization, is it not?
A body enslaved inspires the mind of man. But enslave a man's mind, and his body will follow naturally, efficiently.
A fair point, Grandmaster.
Stop there, you!
Remind me, where in Africa are we looking?
Principe, sir, a small island.
We've sent two of our best men, Burgess and Cochrane. Privateers with fast ships and firm hearts.
Edward Kenway! Imagine my surprise at seeing your jackdaw anchored there. Have you heard all you came to hear? Will you now rescue the sage from our clutching hands?
A pox on you, traitor! You sold us downriver.
Because I found a better path. The Templars know order, discipline, structure. But you never could fathom these subtleties. Goodbye, old friend. You were a soldier once, when you fought for something real. Something beyond yourself.
Got a clear shot on that guy. Got a line up. Clear shot. Oh, don't lose that thing! We'll get him, lad!
Not what Wizard says shoot.
Clear shot on it. I've got a clear shot. Bastards on the sight. Ease off the wing! Cliff ahead! Get them along! Douse all sail!
I'm off to find Roberts.
Don't stay long. The crew's getting restless out there.
Alright. That took care of that.
Captain Kenway.
Yet another dire situation, Roberts. We really must stop meeting like this.
Stop tailing me and your wish had come true.
There's no need for this. You know I'm as good as my word.
Our Captain Howell was killed today in a Portuguese ambush. Headstrong fool. I warned him not to go ashore.
It was orchestrated by the Templars Burgess and Cockrum. The same sort that took you to Havana.
Ah. I see now there is no escaping the Templars' attention, is there? I suppose it is time to fight back.
I do like the sound of that.
And I know just how I'll do it. But these men, Burgess and Cockrum, they cannot be allowed to leave with word of my escape.
They won't. Count on it.
If you spot any men from my crew, do them some kindness and send them here.
I'll do all I can.
You done us good, Kenway. Proved yourself a true bravo. And for what? His own bloody pride.
You stepped in the path of my prize. Not a thing a man should do.
A cocksure, Cully. Just like Hornigold said.
That Templar scab means nothing to me. None of you do.
And you're worse for it, Kenway. It were the Templars who took us in when all else went to shit. Not our king. Not our country. The Templars. The Templars is our family. Where's yours?
In honest service, there are thin commons, low wages and hard labour. Yet, as gentlemen of fortune, we enjoy plenty and satisfaction, pleasure and ease, liberty and power. So what man with a sensible mind would choose the former life, when the only hazard we pirates run is a sour look from those without strength or splendor? Ha! Now, I have been among you 6 weeks. And in that time, I have adopted your outlook as my own, and with so fierce a conviction that it may frighten you to see your passions reflected from me in so stark a light. But if it's a captain you see in me now, why then, I'll be your bloody captain. Yeah! For I have dipped my hands in muddied waters, and, withdrawing them, find 'tis better to be a commander than a common man! You threaten me with your resistance.
I'm looking for the observatory. Folks say you're the only man that can find it.
Folks are correct. Despite my distaste for your eagerness, I see in you a touch of untested genius. I'm Bartholomew Roberts.
Edward.
I've no secrets to share with you now. But if you'll lend me your aid, in 2 months' time west of the Leeward Islands, well, it's there you'll get some answers, I promise you.